out and they are terrified. They're absolutely scared that they're going to be exposed in this, and they filed a motion of 700 pages trying to hide from responsibility. Well, that's not going to happen. Their identity is going to come out. And one thing that's been coming out is who these people are exactly. And the big news is that beyond all comprehension, we now have proof that Reddit is directly tied to these moderators, which are going to be sued. So let's go into here.
This is one of the times where all of the conspiracy Andys are vindicated. Everybody that said Reddit's out to get him and it's actually Reddit doing this to him and it's not organic. The conspiracy Andys win again.
The strength of the coalition.
To this.
Wow.
So these are screenshots that were forwarded to me. Now you have one of these individuals here, one of these mods, nicknamed Roman P, who's listed in the lawsuit, right? So we're gonna look at these text messages or these screenshots, which were sent over to me before they were deleted, right? Because once again, they were going back and deleting and sweeping these things up. But now we've got conclusive proof here that kind of nails them in here. So them saying, so he thinks he could sue Asmon and XQC, but he doesn't want to sue them. Why? Surely the reaction videos stole more views from him. Is this kind of admission he doesn't care about any potential financial damage, only about his personal beef? And then some.
What I find to be so funny about this is that, number one,
Military
the entire
research
lawsuit
complete.
hinged on the fact that these three individuals openly stated that they were doing it in order to make it a market replacement for the product that he had put into the
Military
space.
research complete.
He had already, like, this is, and if you live in reality,
The item is ready.
you already know this.
Scouts have found a colonizable
So that's
planet.
clearly what the main difference is. And he even stated that in the beginning and throughout it multiple times. Yes, and also, and let's assume that's not true. These people are so consumed by like Reddit morality and Reddit logic that they think because he's hypocritical, he can't file a lawsuit. Can you fucking believe that?
Can I do out? Make it
They're
fast.
so delusional. They're like, well, we found a flaw in your logic, and you're not doing it to
Our fleet
them,
is
but you're
under
doing
attack.
it to these guys, as if somehow that makes the
made a
legal
wise
case not
acquisition.
exist. It's outrageous. They think they're in a video. They think they're having a debate. It's Reddit logic. It's just Reddit logic. That's it. Reddit runs on emotion, not facts.
The item is ready.
Someone responds, did you know
Some
you're
people
mentioned
do.
in the lawsuit? Just clicked on the first
Military
one,
research
skimmed around it, and
complete.
saw Roman P. So this moderator, this is the head moderator of this subreddit, is named. And they go, oh my God, thank you for telling me. This is the funniest shit ever. I can't believe this. Well, guess what?
Guess what?
Guess what?
What?
It's not going to be funny for them for very long. It's funny
Military
for me. It's
research
hilarious for
complete.
me.
It's funny for me
Then
too.
you've got them over here saying, I can't believe you're outing yourself like this. Classic mistake of criminals returning to the scene of the crime. So, you know, Roman P says, cat's out of the bag, now the real fun begins. So they're pretending they're going to have fun here now that they're named in this lawsuit. This is going to be fun for them.
The
Certainly this is
strength
not
of the
going to be
coalition.
fun. We're going to see why. Next, you see here some...
We will build a
components
shield
reconfigured.
wall for...
Military research complete. All right, you twisted
When
me
internet
arm.
activism meets real life. It's sad, isn't it, guys?
A cast of characters, including a very well-known Hassan Orbiter and Stan here, who's saying, we're going to build a shield wall for you. Roman P thanking this
Thank you.
questionable individual,
The
who is
item is
definitely a separate
ready.
person and not me on just another one of my sock puppet accounts. Well, if that was actually the case, and you were this individual, that would be even...
This guy thinks that they can't immediately figure
We are
this out
entertaining
in like
offers.
3 seconds by
Time is short. The
subpoenaing
item is
his
ready.
ISP. It's like these people are so stupid, they don't even know how stupid they are. They don't even understand it.
worse
Military
for Reddit,
research
because it had some
complete.
negligent hirings, all sorts of other stuff. going on if that was
An
the case.
allied
But
capital
once again,
ship has been
associated with some
destroyed.
questionable
We have
characters. I
wiped
mean,
out
going
an
a step
enemy
further,
colony.
No, he's not.
showing
A
the
new
lawsuit,
colony
showing
has been
exactly
founded.
where they are named. So highlighting
Wow.
that user, use/Roman P, which is there amongst other like
The Reddit reckoning.
Right Salamander and H3 Snark mod team. So they're clearly named in the lawsuit, right? Clearly named in the lawsuit. But here is the real bombshell, folks. Here is the thing that blows this case wide open and can lead to the absolute destruction of Reddit. This could be enough to tear Reddit down. The whole
I don't know if it's gonna get. I obviously I think this may be a little bit hyperbolic, but I mean, you know, please, you know, I've had my hopes destroyed too many times. I don't know if I can believe another dream.
Another structure is in the way. Commerce
Let's hear it.
upgrade
pursue it
complete.
aggressively.
Another
which,
bidder has
you know, he has no
claimed
reason
the
not to at this
auction.
point.
Okay, let's hear
Let's
it.
flip over here. Let's flip over here.
The head
You
Reddit
have
mod.
an admission,
Done and dusted.
a 100% confession, right here. They're saying, concern level for you. This whole thing is so odd. Roman P.
The
Once
item
again, the
is
head
ready.
moderator saying not concerned at all, balancing
Planet item
working at
complete.
Reddit and being the
You got
head
the full
moderator
weight
for
of a
H3
star
Stark
base at your
has kind of
disposal.
been stressful though.
Why would you say that? He's self-snitching. Why would you say this? Oh my god. It's shocking that somebody could be that stupid.
Make it fast.
We have a confession right in front of
Aye.
everybody, in front of God and everybody, that the head moderator is a Reddit employee, is working at Reddit. This person, which has civil liability
Civilian
now, and
structure
potential, and
complete.
once again, once we dig, there may be criminal stuff that comes out. Who knows? Right?
Need something
They
destroyed?
are on the hook for this.
We'll
And they have
see it
put
done.
Reddit in a horrible position,
Planet item
particularly
complete.
because we had the separate filing disclosure where we had Reddit admins offering us free
Commerce
subscriptions to
upgrade
privacy
complete.
software
Our
to
planet
remove
is
our
under
PII
siege.
from the internet
We've
in
lost
case we're
contact
talking
with one of our
about it.
planets.
So the Reddit admins were
don't have
helping
to tell
them
us
to
twice.
evade.
You got the full weight
the
of
law-
a star
oh
base
my
at your
God.
disposal.
Maybe this actually is bad for Reddit. I mean, that's insane.
Military research complete.
So if there's evidence that they're trying to intentionally obfuscate, like, oh my god.
Need
Can you
something
believe that
destroyed?
Reddit is actually, all of the Reddit employees
So
seem to be
big.
Redditors? Roman P has deleted all Reddit activity last few hours since I visited their
The
profile.
item is
I'm gonna
ready.
pull it up after
Where
this.
do you need me? Ahead
This is
slow.
called scrubbing evidence. They're
Yes, it
deleting
is.
evidence, spoliation of
Spoliation,
evidence.
yes.
This is potentially criminal.
Yes,
Even.
and even doing so,
A
and
new
this is
colony
another
has
thing
been
too,
founded.
doing so in anticipation of evidence being part of a discovery process of a case is the same thing. It actually, in some ways, it's worse. So even if you do it
made a
before
wise
they issue
acquisition.
the subpoena of like discovery, it doesn't matter. It's still considered bad.
Make it fast.
And we want to know, is this the admin, Roman P, the
The
employee
strength
of
the
Reddit,
coalition.
that was offering the PII software? Are there others involved? These
Can
are
I
all
do
things that
out?
Ethan Klein can now dig into freely. His lawyers and Ethan Klein's infinite money
Oh my
glitch
God.
can go out there and dig into this.
Oh my god, bro.
Time is short.
That's insane. Infinite money glitch? Yeah. Ethan might just own Reddit. He didn't delete anything, he just put his profile on private. Really?
And figure this out. And in case you guys understand the legal concept here, because of course we're on the legal mindset. We are always both educational and entertaining.
Military
Which is why, by the
research
way,
complete.
this is a fast facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment below if you like this type
I'll
of
do
content
that.
and you like us exposing giant leaks like this.
That guy just posted on Reddit that he's moving to Argentina. No, he didn't. No, I don't believe that. As if, and by the way, even if that
An Allied
happens,
capital
it doesn't.
ship has been
No
destroyed.
way. No way.
Let's get into this. Vicarious liability. What does that mean? And of course, I'm very familiar with this as a corporate attorney. I still am a practicing corporate attorney. Employers are responsible for the harmful actions
Make
of
it
employees,
fast.
even if not directly at fault. So this is one of the reasons why in the
planet is
recent
under
times,
siege.
people should be
We've lost
firing
contact with
dangerous
one of our
employees
planets.
because
He's
Make it
completely right
fast.
about this. Yeah,
A sound
and I didn't
plan.
know about the OSHA stuff either. But yeah, of course this is the case. I mean, anybody, like, how many times have you guys heard on the radio while you're driving around? Have you ever been
A
hit
new
by a
colony
company
has been
vehicle?
founded.
Call Bill at 4444444. That's all you
item
have to
is
remember.
ready.
Fours. And Bill is going to get your money. Bill gets a lot of money, and he can get your money too. And you know how Bill gets the money?
Modular
By suing the
components
company and
reconfigured.
not
You've
the
got
driver.
the full weight of a starbase at your
So
disposal.
you know this shit's real.
a dangerous employee, let's say you're a violent employee or a crazy employee, you don't want those
Yeah.
employees around because of vicarious liability,
That's right.
because you can be responsible for the actions of those employees if they go out.
Absolutely. And especially, this is what could even make it worse, if they knew about it. Because that's really what happens is that, and this is how like a lot of the like massive settlements for like sexual abuse end up happening. This is my understanding, and obviously, you know, Andrew knows more about this than I do, but my understanding of it is that one of the big reasons why the settlements get so big is because there was already prior knowledge that this was an
Another
issue
structure is in
and
the
it
way.
wasn't dealt with,
Commerce
and
upgrade
they didn't
complete.
care. And so not only is it happening,
Let the
but
bidding
it had a
commence.
pattern of happening,
Aye.
and they allowed it to happen. That's really
something
bad.
crazy, you might be on
Continued
the line
negligence,
for them. Just
exactly.
like
Planet
this,
item
exactly
complete.
like this. If you have an unhinged Reddit mod, which once again is a
don't have to
massive,
repeat
massive
yourself.
risk, if it's somebody like this,
Yeah.
you've got to fire them. You've got to get rid of them because
Absolutely.
they've now endangered your entire company.
Yes.
All of Reddit.
The item is
Is
ready.
Yes, it's at that
Need
point,
something
it's no
destroyed?
longer the
Military
decision
research
of
complete.
it's
You
no
don't
longer
have
a
to tell
value
us
decision.
twice.
It's just a legal obligation
Civilian
that you have to
structure
fulfill
complete.
in order to protect the nature of the company. No emotions, no feelings, no who's right and who's wrong or who deserved it. You just have to do it. That's just the way it is.
Because of what they've done. They're completely open to discovery. They're
You've got the
completely
full
open to
weight of a
liability.
starbase
And
at your
because of this
disposal.
proof that they provided that software, they're going to be on the line for potentially a massive amount. And once again, getting that liability and discovery could destroy Reddit as a company. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think Reddit is going to go
Planet
down?
item
I don't
complete.
think Reddit is going to get shut down, but I think that what could happen is that
No
so
bid.
this is my
You
this is
missed
my
out.
scenario
Make it
that
fast.
Reddit could be negatively affected. Is that as soon as Reddit is discovered to have been
The item is
cooperating
ready.
and involved with a lot of
planet
this
is under siege.
assassination,
Entering
character
phase
assassination,
space.
you know,
Civilian
this,
structure
you know,
complete.
defamation,
Commerce upgrade
like
complete.
subreddits and statements, and then running all this stuff themselves from the top down, then they effectively are voiding their accountability from Section 230, because not only are they're not a
An
platform,
Allied capital
they're
ship has
publishing
been
it
destroyed.
themselves. The company's doing it themselves. Gawker, yeah.
An
I think
Allied
Gawker is a
capital
good
ship has
example.
been
Gawker was a
destroyed.
massive company, a huge company. It was like a TMZ kind of. And they effectively did something similar to
Modular
this, not
components
one-to-one.
reconfigured.
It's actually
So
not that
be
similar,
it.
but it's kind of similar. And this is with like publishing Peter Thiel's sex tape.
Planet
And Peter
item
Thiel couldn't
complete.
sue them entirely, but Hulk Hogan could. Peter Thiel funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker and ended and destroyed
Our
the
allied
entire
Titan has been
company
destroyed in
because
battle.
Gawker outed Peter Thiel for being gay. And so that was it. Hogan dropped the
An
leg on him,
Allied
bro.
capital ship has been
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah, he did. He went wild on him. And And Cash already said they need to go back over Section 230 for social media. Yeah, Cash has said a lot of things. I'm more interested in what he does, but that's a much smaller list now, isn't it? Anyway, my point is that if this is happening with Ethan Klein, what do you think the probability is that it's happened with other people also? Well, I know what the probability is. 100%. Absolutely, of course. Like, you really think Ethan is the only person who's been a victim of this ever that's happened? And so as soon as it's discovered, you're going to be having a lot of other people that are going to be trying to file the same types of lawsuits against, yeah, it could be a class action lawsuit, whenever you have employees that are involved, especially whenever they're posting things that are verifiably false and just totally defamatory statements. Because it's one thing if it's just a random person posting it on your website. It's another thing if your employees are sanctioning it and facilitating it, which is what the big difference here is.
Would you like to see Reddit go down? I want to know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh my God. Like, whenever I heard this video, or I heard about this, I assumed, or I read the title of the video, I was like, there's no way. But this actually could be the first domino of very many. And I think that's really kind of what's going to happen, right? And YouTube, yeah, this is really, really bad. There's no way to verify he's a real employee for now. What? You realize, like, I mean, what do what? You think you can't figure that out?
Our planet is under siege.
Really? Like, I mean, do you I think that there's a lot of people that don't understand the breadth of tools and resources that the government has in order to investigate different situations. You have no fucking idea. They would figure that out in like an hour. Really, like an hour. Think about how you would think they named him in the legal papers. Yeah, HR has to verify it. Yeah, of course. And he fell to LSF playbook. Yeah, you can, but his message says nothing. That's what he meant. His message implies that he worked with them. And if he's stating that he worked with them, and then it's defined that he's an employee, is that not probable cause to pull every fucking message he has? Because I certainly think it does, and I think that any judge and any jury and any lawyer would agree with that. It's obvious. The guy's saying he's working with them. Obviously, you should figure out whether he's working with them, right? It's common fucking sense. And so this is one phone call. Yeah, this is instantaneous. Look at private investigators.
We have wiped out an enemy colony.
They can damn near any information they
want.
A
new colony has been founded.
Look at the crazy video that Daughtry just posted. Yeah, I can look at it in a second.
Can I go out?
Yeah, I don't know really what that is. The question is whether is Ethan that vindictive? I think that if Ethan wants to go after this and do it, I mean, like, I've talked to Ethan a little bit. Like, I haven't really organized any of this stuff or, you know, like, planned any of this, obviously. But I've talked to him about it. And I personally think that he should go all the way with it. I do. And it's not, and I would help. I mean, obviously, like, you know, I would help pitch in. I think every content creator who has been maliciously slandered by people on Reddit should pitch in. I mean, I would. I mean, like, obviously, a lot of guys would. And he is, but full send it. Yeah, I mean, and I also think, like, I mean, he has the finances to take care of it himself, but just as a degree of good faith, you know, of course I'd pitch in. Absolutely. So Ethan's in a very target-rich environment for lawsuits. He's not hurting for people to sue. Yeah, exactly. I think he should, because this is bigger than the case. It is. And also, you have to keep in mind that if this is true about Reddit, what that means is that Reddit is employing and facilitating entire apparatuses that exist purely for the abuse, detriment, and defamation of other people. They do not in any way, shape, or form try to correct any information. They don't try to be accurate. All they do is lie, make up bullshit, and make people libeled, not slandered. You're right, because it's written and not spoken. Correct? You're right, I'm wrong. Libeled. But it is still defamed, right? But yes. Anyway, this is obviously, it's an obvious big issue, right? It's a massive big issue that exists way beyond Ethan, right? Tesla boycott? Man.
We're boycotting Tesla. I sold my Tesla. I traded it in for a Subaru, actually.
Shut up, Elon! Go home, Elon!
When you already have
Military
300 billion,
research
why do you
complete.
need more?
That's clever.
Wake up! Fight
Our fleet
back!
has arrived at a face jump
friends who
inhibitor
are
and is now
undocumented.
trapped.
As a queer person, I've been affected by this. Elon is the biggest clown there is, so I decided
So are you dressing up like Elon?
Logistics upgrade
to dress
complete.
up as a clown today.
Elon Musk!
So Elon's the biggest clown there is, so I decided to dress up like a clown.
Done and dusted. Planet item complete.
What? Why'd you do that?
Gonna make Cuba the 51st state.
Tech bro, you're gonna go.
The 51st state, man. He tweets 200 times a day. The man is on ketamine and he's not well.
These two people are in bed together. They're doing it to
Can I do
everybody,
out?
not just to each other.
Make it fast. Like bringing a gun to a knife fight.
You've made a wise acquisition.
You understand
Military
that she had to
research
go somewhere
complete.
to have this professionally printed, right? Like she had to go to like maybe Hobby Lobby or like Michael's or you know, I don't know, Staples or something. And like, okay, I need, all right, so first let me explain.
So they're doing it to everybody. We're all part of this. It's horrible.
They're gonna kill us first, but you're next.
Fire Elon Musk and send him to Mars, where he belongs.
What's up, everybody?
The item is ready.
Channel 5 breaking news special. As many of you guys know, the Trump administration has kicked things off into high gear, issuing 73
Defense
executive
upgrade
orders
complete.
in the first month of the new presidency.
That's a lot.
important executive orders.
Some of the executive orders are
Time
not
is
that
short.
controversial, like creating a task force to disrupt the synthetic opioid supply chain
Civilian
in China,
structure
the
complete.
declassification of the FBI files on the assassinations of JFK, and
lot of people
limiting the
structure
federal
complete.
government's ability
Planet
to pressure
item
social media
complete.
companies into censoring
Next
their
time,
users.
place
It really
bid.
is a slippery slope.
We'll destroy
However, many
every
of these
last one
executive
of them.
orders are extremely
Military
polarizing,
structure
and range
complete.
from mass deportation orders
Yep.
to bans on paper
Military
straws
structure
to restoring the
complete.
death penalty, to
Military
preventing
research
children from
complete.
medically transitioning genders.
There are only two genders, male and female.
Trump has also established
Civilian
I've
structure
never
complete.
understood, and maybe this is going to sound bad, but I've never understood how saying two genders is transphobic. Because if you have, let's say, two cars,
Our planet is
and
under
you have a
siege.
green car or a red car, and you go and you're in the green car and then you get in the red car,
Civilian
doesn't make a
structure
blue
complete.
car.
We have wiped out an
You're just
enemy
the other
colony.
car now.
A new colony has been founded. The
Right.
item is ready. So be it. Planet item complete.
But you see there's still
Military
two
structure
cars. It doesn't make a
complete.
new car.
Commerce upgrade complete.
I feel like it's almost transphobic to say that there's not. Because if you're saying that like being trans isn't the same as being a real woman, isn't this basically? I feel like that's what people get mad at J.K. Rowling for. It doesn't like this doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, like none of this
Military
makes
structure
sense.
complete.
Don't use logic for this.
Need
I don't get
something
it.
destroyed? We'll see
something
it
called the
done.
Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, which has the stated goal of auditing government
Done
agencies
and
and cutting
dusted.
back on expenses.
The checks never bounce to the federal government.
Something that's resulted in the defunding of the Department of Education and the mass firings of federal employees
A
like
minor
park
faction
rangers,
has been
baby
convinced to
formula testers,
disrupt our
USAID
plans.
workers,
This
and other
enemy
alleged
will
bureaucrats
pay.
in the DC
The item
swamp.
is ready.
IRS
Military
staffers
structure
expected
complete.
to be terminated by the end of the month.
Now,
Commerce
the chief
upgrade
executive
complete.
of DOGE is tech
We'll
mogul
see
Elon
it
Musk,
done.
which has sparked a number
Planet
of
item
anti-Elon
complete.
Stop the Coup protests around the country.
We're tired. And
Military
we're not gonna
structure
stand back.
complete.
We are wide awoke.
The guy's
So
a criminal.
be it.
He's unelected, and he needs to go.
Nobody elected
Our
him.
planet is
He's
under
not
siege.
qualified. He's a racist.
We covered one last week in New York City, and by coup, they seem to be suggesting that by defunding federal agencies, shrinking the government, and appointing Trump
Military
loyalists to
structure
powerful
complete.
positions, Trump and Elon are attempting to seize absolute power over the U.S. and create an autocracy.
It's a blood.
That's about right. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah.
This coup, so nobody thinks there's a coup going on.
Yeah.
He wants to
Civilian
be a king.
structure complete.
People don't get it.
That's what they.
He wants
I'm
to
saying
be
that's what they think.
king.
He's acting like a king or wannabe dictator. I think
Shields
it's pathetic.
down.
We have a government where powers are supposed to be separated between equal branches.
Our democracy
Military
is being
structure
eroded from the
complete.
inside, but people were not elected to be there.
Time
Because
is
what they're
short.
trying to create is an autocracy.
It's important to note that the
Planet
unelected
item
buzzword
complete.
the protesters have attached
Mining
to Elon
upgrade
is a
complete.
shaky argument. Not only does the
How?
Constitution...
They're
What a
through
surprise.
our armor.
What a surprise. A bunch of retards
Can
out
I
there
do
yelling
out?
with signs actually don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Time is
Who could have
short.
guessed? When could this have ever happened? Why are they all boomers? I don't know. Wait. I do know.
Let's show them what we're made of. The
Oh my
item
God,
is
they're
ready.
all old people that
Military
hate Elon
structure
because
complete.
Elon is the computer
Make
guy
it
and they don't know
fast.
how to use
An
computers.
Allied capital ship has been destroyed. You don't have to tell us twice. An Allied
we
capital
figured it
ship
out.
has been destroyed. Military structure complete.
Solved. Yeah, no, this, all right, there we go.
Civilian
no, the
structure
connection's been
complete.
made.
The
They
strength
don't know,
of the
exactly.
coalition.
Crack the code, yeah. You gotta old guys hate EVs
Military
too.
structure complete.
Electric car.
Civilian structure complete. Our
Electric
planet is
car.
under siege.
This is
We've
liberal
lost
shit.
contact with one of our planets.
Does it make you gay too?
Need something destroyed?
The
An Allied
frequencies
capital
from an
ship has
electric
been
car makes
destroyed.
you gay.
So be it. Research
to
rate
empower the
upgrade
president to
complete.
appoint federal
Civilian
officials and
structure
I'm
cabinet
complete.
joking, but that's not far from the
An
truth.
Allied capital ship has been destroyed.
No.
Military structure
My honest
complete.
opinion is that, yeah, I think that Elon Musk represents, to a lot of people also, a technological revolution
An Allied
that
capital
these
ship
people
has been
are
destroyed.
completely unfamiliar with. It feels very alien to them.
Make it fast.
And I think that for older
Entering
people,
phase
that
space.
feeling is more extreme. And that feeling is that's more
Civilian structure
acute to them
complete.
because
An
they don't
Allied capital
understand
ship has
tech
been
more on
destroyed.
average. It makes
Military
sense.
structure complete.
And I know people might not like this opinion,
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
but you can't deny that it does make sense.
without a public vote, but Trump also campaigned with the explicit intention of appointing Elon to the head of Doge.
Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
So those who
item
voted
is
for Trump, which is
ready.
the majority of voters, also effectively voted for Elon. Anyways, while
They
I was
did.
in New York City covering the Stop the Coup,
Mining
Everybody's
upgrade
saying
complete.
we didn't vote for Elon
We've been
Musk.
crippled.
I think
Military
that a lot of
structure
Trump
complete.
voters, that is
An
exactly
Allied
what they
capital
voted
ship has
for.
been destroyed.
They are getting exactly what they wanted.
Time is short.
there were similar protests breaking out on the
I
West
did- yeah,
Coast.
there
So
it
I
is.
sent 2 correspondents into the field to check the temperature.
80-year-old women dressed as butterflies on traffic medians? Yeah.
We'll see it done.
Oh shit!
So be it.
Oh god.
You got the full weight of a starbase at your disposal.
Correspondents
Weapons
into the
at the
field
ready.
to check the temperature.
We're
That's
going
80-year-old
down.
women dressed as butterflies on
fast.
traffic medians?
Oh yeah.
And these chants aren't good.
In the city of Glendale, which
They're
is near
sending
Los
their
Angeles,
best.
we had our friend Matt in the field.
What's up? We're here in Glendale, the Americana.
And at the Tesla showroom in Palo Alto, California, which is regarded to be the center of the Silicon
We'll
Valley
see it
ecosystem, we had my homie Albie from San Francisco at a physical boycott of the Tesla showroom.
What's up, guys? My name's Albie. I'm Andrew's homie from Frisco, but I'm out here at the Tesla showroom at
Mining
Palo Alto.
upgrade
There's a
complete.
protest going on,
The
protesting Elon
item
Musk,
is ready.
Doge, Tesla.
Everybody's out here protesting
Entering
Elon Musk, and
phase
yeah,
space.
Yeah.
so Channel 5 News.
Let's see what people think.
We are going to resist, and we're going to resist together.
Planet
Because
item
nobody
complete.
can tolerate this.
We will not tolerate a deporter-in-chief.
Enough was enough with the Sieg
Why
Heil.
not?
Shields down. Need something destroyed?
Yeah, why not?
Aye.
The heartfelt autistic salute. So 4 weeks ago, just me and a friend stood outside the service center.
Can I
I
do
like how he
out?
calls it a Sieg Heil and he
You
also
got the
calls it an
full weight
artistic
of a
salute.
starbase at your
So
disposal.
it's like
Our planet is under siege.
You're acknowledging this
Weapons
person
at the
has like a
ready.
mental problem,
Let's
but
show
you
'em
can't
what
connect
we're
the two
made of.
things.
Opening
in
fire.
Burbank.
Steady
And the
on.
next day there was 4 of
Weapons
us.
at the ready.
Last week
Weapons
we came
at
here
the
and there's
ready.
30, and then
Weapons
this week
at the
it's just
ready.
exploding here and across the
Weapons at the
country.
Hitler was an
ready.
artist? Yeah, I mean,
Time
the
is
thing is
short.
nowadays, there's a really good chance that Hitler could have just been one-shot by furry porn on DeviantArt, and he would have
You
never
don't have
gone
to
on to
tell
do
us
any of that
twice.
crazy shit. Would have never happened. We don't know how many mass murderers and genocidal maniacs that we've saved
Military
the world
structure
from because of
complete.
furry porn.
How? They're through our armor.
If
Time
Hitler were
is
alive
short.
today, would he be a furry?
You failed to place a bid.
There's a chance.
Mining upgrade complete.
What a crazy
Shields
take.
down.
Yeah, I'm just...
Aye.
The
Opening
thing is
fire.
that I
Steady
see a
on.
lot of things that
The item is ready.
But sometimes the world's a
Weapons
crazy
at the ready. Weapons at the ready.
There was
Let's
like almost
show
100 here
what
today,
we're
and they're
made
all
of.
everywhere.
Tesla
Opening
burns to
fire.
a crisp.
Steady
That's
on.
the caption on this
Weapons
now
at the ready.
viral video of
Let's
the
show
Charred
'em
Model
what we're
3.
made of.
And it's just growing, and
Weapons
Tesla's
at the
stock is
ready.
rapidly declining.
So a Tesla
Opening
car
fire.
is set on fire.
Steady on.
New
Weapons
numbers
at
from
the
Tesla
ready.
show its annual EV sales
Opening
declined for the first
fire.
time in more
Steady
than a
on.
decade.
Weapons
The stock
at the
is
ready.
crashing at the moment. You're
Weapons
watching it
at the
live. On the
ready.
month, you're down, what, 23%?
Weapons at the ready.
On the day, I think it's like 7 or 8%
Weapons
down.
at the
Oh,
ready.
geez.
Big
Now,
down. Big down.
8%,
Let's
virtually
show 'em
9%
what we're
down.
made
The
of.
organizers of the Glendale
Opening
boycott rally
fire.
say it's more than
Steady
just
on.
about Elon's
We've
political
been crippled.
affiliation, and that Doja
Let's
side
show 'em
is genuinely
what we're
mentally
made of.
unfit to be running
Opening
billion-dollar
fire.
publicly traded
Steady
companies.
on.
This guy supposedly
Weapons at
runs
the ready.
the Boring Company,
Opening
Tesla,
fire. Steady on.
SpaceX, Starlink,
Military structure
and he's
complete.
tweeting 200 times a
Weapons
day and
at
never
the
sleeping and
ready.
taking ketamine.
Opening
He's just been
fire.
radicalized. His
Steady
politics
on.
have clearly
Weapons
shifted,
at the
and we've
ready.
seen it happen with all our
Make it
friends and loved
fast.
ones. They go down the dark side, they go on
They're through
QAnon, down the
armor.
internet rabbit hole, and something just happens to them, and it's usually white dudes. Thank you.
Space.
It's usually some white dude who
Research
got
rate
picked on when he
upgrade
was a kid.
complete.
I was almost beaten to death with people that bullied. I was not a happy childhood.
Acknowledge.
Do you think the Democrats are doing enough?
Well, that's true. All we wanted to do
Make
was
it
play
fast.
video games, and then they had to put girls in video games, and so now we have to elect Donald Trump.
Can I
to
do
stop
out?
that.
Opening
That's how,
fire.
yeah,
Steady on.
nobody wanted
The
it.
item is ready. Let's show 'em what we're made of.
Nobody
Weapons
wanted
at the
this.
ready.
Everything was fine.
Weapons at the ready.
And then this had to happen. They had
Time
to get rid
is
of Laura
short.
Croft. Yeah, exactly. They had to make her boobs smaller. You gonna let that happen? No. Nope. Identity complaining about white
Military
dudes.
structure complete.
Well, that's because it's a safe group of people to make fun of, and also he's part of that group too.
Our planet is under siege.
Absolutely not. They went and stormed the
So
Department
big.
of Education building, and one little skinny dude was stopping a whole mob of angry Democrats. It's pathetic.
The stunt comes as President Trump is
Keep in mind that
Make it fast.
that wasn't what was happening.
Affirmative.
If you
Need
see
something
behind these
destroyed?
windows,
We'll
there's
see
a
it
line
done.
of police officers. All this guy was doing was standing in front of the door.
Entering space.
Like, that's not even what happened. And you can tell that through the reflection.
considering abolishing the department.
Democrats do not know how to fight. That's literally my single
Research
mission. They know
rate
how to throw a
upgrade
punch,
complete.
but when they take a punch back, they run away. And fighting
Eradicate
is
those
taking
filthy
punches
rats.
and getting bloody. It means our actual
Civilian
leaders need to
structure
get
complete.
arrested, like John
Make
Lewis
it
would have done.
fast.
Congressman John Lewis and Charles Rangel were among those arrested during a march on the National Mall. The lawmakers were among the first
The
arrested
item
after
is
refusing
ready.
police orders to disperse.
We need new leaders. All of our leadership of the Democratic
Shields
Party,
down.
they're using 20th century
I've been
tactics
awaiting
and
your
messaging
call.
to fight against a battle
We'll
troll
be there in
destroying
no
our country
time.
because of social media.
A what?
You've made a wise
And messaging to fight against a battle troll
A battle troll. All right.
destroying our country because of social media.
All right, let's take a moment to talk about Elon Musk's radicalization that's being referenced in that interview, because I too have caught wind of the 10-year-old 4chan memes being posted by Elon on X and thought to myself, how the heck
Our
did that
fleet is
happen?
under attack.
Back in the day during the
We're
Obama
going
era, I
down.
can remember when Elon Musk was a full-blown save the earth liberal and frequently secured massive government contracts from the
Just ain't
Democrats,
low
which he
down
used to build
response.
eco-friendly cars and rockets.
I have a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
He was even tweeting in support of trans rights just a few years ago and vocally...
What did he say? All these pronouns are an aesthetic nightmare? Yeah. I think that's the way a lot of people feel. People don't give a shit about being trans, but they don't want to deal with the pronouns.
Time is short.
Yeah, it's that simple. Like, that's the way most people think about this.
A few years ago, and vocally criticizing Trump.
He's not the right guy. He doesn't seem to have the sort of character that reflects well in the United States.
But like so many Americans,
complete.
And right, 2020 broken. Within 5 years of voting for Brandon,
Andrew's right, bro. 2020 took people off the fucking rails. Like, and think about all these goof clowns that keep trying to, you know, get in these IRL streams. These, you know, I don't know if you would call them
Time
people.
is short.
These
like bringing a gun to a knife fight.
That go to Japan and are annoying, right? Like, it's bad, bro. Like, it's bad. COVID did some lasting damage. It made people fucking crazy. NPCs, yeah. That's the battle trolls right there.
Make it fast.
Elon will be tweeting things like, pronouns suck, and I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man would love another man.
Yep.
So how did that happen? The way I see it all goes back to the first stage of the COVID pandemic, which gave birth to the anti-lockdown Freedom March movement, which Elon was quite fond of.
Your orders.
Elon's first personal freedom outburst came on April 28, 2020, shortly after the Trump administration and Democratic government officials in California ordered the shutdown of American Tesla factories to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Tesla, which employs roughly 10,000 people at its Fremont plant, was initially forced to shut down.
Immediately, Elon tweeted in all caps, "Free America," became critical of lockdowns and began calling the
I think that also what happens is that it's the same thing that happens to a lot of people, is that somebody will deviate from the path slightly, and as soon as a person deviates from the path slightly, they're considered a enemy. I think this happened with Elon Musk. I think it happened with Joe Rogan. I think it happened with me. I think that it's happened with a lot of people.
Research rate upgrade complete.
And
time is short.
It's the purity test. J.K. Rowling is another great example.
Ready to pack a
And I think to an extent it might have even happened a little bit with Donald Trump,
time
if you go that far.
Short.
And so what ended up happening is that, and it happened with Nick Merckx as well.
Let the bidding
Nick Merckx originally was like, yeah, I don't think they should teach gender ideology to kids, right? And he's like, oh, I don't support this. People started attacking him, and they got extreme with him, and now he's talking about supporting Trump all the time. And so, like, what happens is that this type of infinite level Russian nesting doll of purity tests that never ends, what this ends up doing is it makes people say, why do I want to play this game that I can't win? They pushed him out. Yeah, these people aren't leaving. They're being pushed out. Who radicalized you? You did. Yeah. These people radicalized other people against them.
You don't have to tell us twice.
Democrats always eat their own. Well, to be fair, I think that conservatives do too. Like, I posted a video the other day, and I was defending, like, Derek Chauvin being in jail. And a lot of people in my YouTube comments, at least, were unhappy about that, right? And so, like, and that's, you know, again, a deviation. And so I don't think that this is a left-wing majority thing, but I think that the left, like, the difference between what I did and what the left-wing people do whenever they deviate is that my viewers were like, okay, Asmon's an idiot on this. He's so stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, let's go on to the next video. I don't agree with him on this. Let's move forward, right? But with Democrats, I think that they hold on to this one issue, and then it's like, if you basically, if you're transphobic, you're also a racist. And if you're a racist, you also are homophobic.
The item is ready.
So it's never enough for you to be one. You have to be all of them.
Adjusting loadout response.
You guys see kind of what I'm saying? We don't like your take, but we kind of understand your argument. Well, I don't know about me. I mean, there were a lot of people that agreed with me too. But my point is that, yeah, there was a pretty big pushback for that, and that's fine, and that's okay. But you can see the difference, and I can look at, like, a comparison to this is that I remember when Hassan didn't really want to like he didn't really have like a strong opinion about like the Harry Potter like Hogwarts Legacy controversy, and he didn't really think that a boycott was going to do anything. He had a lot of people in his audience really get mad at him, and they got really angry at him for that. And so, I think this is what happens, right? Is that people are then become more and more afraid to move away from what is the established thinking, right? And I think that's kind of what happens. It's just a lot of minority. And also look at how J.K. Rowling initially she was like a super fucking liberal feminist, right? I like to the extent that like I found her super fucking annoying. And I'll be honest, I was so glad to see her get hate. Whenever she got hate and she got kicked out of that group of like virtue signors because she didn't like like the trans issue, I was so happy to see her get shit on. I was. But at the same time, it wasn't really fair. Same? Yeah, exactly, right? Now I feel bad. Who J.K. Rowling? But like what I'm saying is that a innocuous opinion where you're aligned with people from 95 to 99% of them, that's not enough. And I think that the endless purity tests are what radicalized people like J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk.
Time is short.
It's the as soon as you step one step off of the path, now you're evil.
Government actions of Trump and Newsom, fascist.
Musk telling investors the orders hinder people's freedom.
This is fascist. Give people back their goddamn freedom.
Though initially pro-lockdown,
we've made the decision to further toughen the guidelines and blunt the infection now.
Trump quickly capitalized on the growing unrest amongst freedom-hungry conservatives and
I think that's logical, right? I mean, like, they thought that doing a lockdown would help. They did it. It didn't really make enough of a difference for them to feel like it's worth continuing, so then they changed their viewpoint. I think that there was, like, just a lot of illiteracy and mismessaging with COVID that was just coming from everyone.
Positioned himself against the CDC and blue state governments in an obvious effort to court more votes for the upcoming election.
The Chinese virus.
You don't have to tell
there
us
won't be
twice.
any more COVID on November 4th. It'll be gone.
Still, throughout that election cycle,
Did that
Elon
happen?
stayed loyal to the Democrats and voted for Biden in 2020.
Biden won. Yes, I believe he won.
And you voted for it.
I did.
But things really heated up between Biden and Elon in 2021 after Biden held an electric vehicle summit and took the stage with the CEOs of both Ford and General Motors.
Didn't invite Tesla.
Praising them as the leaders of electric
I remember when Tesla was first emerging, and it did seem like a lot of the other native auto manufacturers did try to hamstring Tesla through different types of regulation and other types of like rules. Now, and the problem is, like, I don't remember this very well. So, like, I hate to say this, but I don't really have a lot of examples of this. I just remember reading it and thinking to myself, this seems like it's obviously rigged against Tesla.
Hostile forces have arrived.
vehicles, despite the fact that at that point, Tesla had made 115,000 EVs in America, and General Motors had only made 26.
He never mentions Tesla, and that's got to be getting under Elon's skin.
You know, like Biden held this EV summit, didn't mention Tesla once, and praised GM and Ford for leading the EV revolution.
Biden never explicitly stated why Elon and Tesla were left out of the summit, but it likely wasn't about the mean tweets from the year before. Also invited to the summit and on stage was the UAW, or the United Auto Workers, the largest car manufacturer union in America, who work every single day to make sure that auto workers get fair pensions and wages.
They often did this through extreme hardship and sacrifice, sometimes at the expense of spilled blood.
Joe Biden is notably pro-union.
I'm proud to be the first president to walk a picket line.
An ally colony has been lost.
Entering who recently tried and failed.
Your arguments are compelling. I shall stand with you. Your arguments are compelling. I shall stand with you.
Because of the company's immediate termination policy, Tesla is the only major auto manufacturer in the U.S. not represented by a single union, and their workers are paid significantly less than other rival car manufacturers, despite having reported unsafe workplace conditions on a consistent basis for the past 4 years.
Tesla factory workers in California are working so hard they're passing out on the production line.
Tesla employees say they were worked to exhaustion.
They got to replace them with robots. Yeah, get some robots in there, have them do it.
Tesla workers sue the company.
Approximately 50 workers were not adequately protected from excessive heat.
Inspectors found workers were exposed to...
And so this is what I find to be really funny about discourse around, like, for example, the, oh, Elon Nazi salute. Oh my God, I can't believe he would do it. Oh no. Is that something like this is a legitimate problem and an actual concern. But it's drowned out by bullshit. It's just like nobody's even thinking about this because it's drowned out by, oh, but it's the salute, but look at the way he moved his arm. This is why nobody takes these people seriously. This is how they lose. Both can be true.
Shields down.
The problem is the focus.
Done. Our planet is under siege.
The focus is not on this. It's on the hand salute. It's watered down by moron take. That's it.
Need something destroyed?
Hexavalent
You don't have to tell
chromium?
us twice.
He's always had a record of abusing workers. There are labor claims against him at the factory in Milpitas for excessive heat and putting workers into dangerous conditions.
Yet without the ability to unionize and demand fair wages and conditions, these complaints have mostly died in the courts or fallen on deaf ears at Tesla corporate. Elon has said that his anti-union stance isn't about making more money for himself, but actually because unions kind of kill the vibe.
And I think the unions naturally try to create negativity in a company
out an enemy
and
colony.
Sort of lords and peasants situation.
Anyways, after being snubbed at the summit.
And the problem is that there is an element of truth to that. Because people that run unions, their best interest is to maintain the need for unions. This is the problem with any regulatory group. Is that any regulatory group or any regulatory apparatus can sometimes, you know, it's like the metaphor of like the hero becomes holdfast, where you have this thing that's meant to solve a problem, and then after the problem is solved, the thing then has to create new problems for it to solve in order for it to justify its existence.
Council found a colonizable planet. Shields down.
So, and there are instances of unions being problematic. Now, on a personal level, I'm very pro-union. I'm very much pro-union, and I think that unions are, like, right now, like, the pendulum is too far in the direction of corporations.
Elon was pissed.
So you were pissed.
And around this exact time, two more things happened in Elon's personal life that made things even worse. First, he separated with his then partner, Grimes, a visually liberal labor.
You've made a wise acquisition.
Elon Musk and Grimes have publicly announced their separation.
And simultaneously, one of his kids came out as transgender, changed their name, and denounced their dad.
Vivian cut ties with Elon in 2022 after filing a petition to change her name due to her gender identity and her severed relationship with her father.
So my son Xavier is dead. Killed by the woke mind virus.
I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form.
Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
If we were to look at Elon's conservative radicalization through the unmet core
colony has been
laid out in a recently premiered documentary, Dear Kelly, it's safe to say that through the collapse of his family and government backing, he lost his security. Through the loss of his status as the Democrat-backed tech darling, his significance, and through the estrangement of his then-girlfriend and child, connection. It was after...
This is why canceling people radicalizes them. And this is the long-term effect of this, like, cancellation culture. Like you, I don't think that I've been radicalized at all. I think that I'm radically normal. And the people that are radical get mad at me.
Maximum military orbit slots
That's the
reached.
thing.
You got the
Is
full
that I think
weight of a
everybody else has gotten
starbase at your
radicalized
disposal.
around me.
Our planet
and
is
I've
under
stayed the
siege.
same. You can, and you can take that to the bank, by the way. Go back and watch a video that I did of 5 years ago. Watch a video I did 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Make it fast. Defense upgrade
It's
complete.
the same thing.
The item is ready.
You opted out of bidding.
Elon entered a traumatic fight or flight state in 2021, and he chose to fight. which allowed conservatives and conservative media channels to gradually groom him over the course of 4 years into what he is today, which is a prideful person with a chip on his shoulder, hopelessly stuck in the third stage of the grief process, angry and hell-bent on revenge. Elon's most significant revenge acquisition was his purchase of Twitter in 2022.
The world's richest guy is set to buy one of the world's most influential social media companies.
Biggest W.
Planet item complete.
I
put the laughter in slaughter.
This changed everything.
Elon Musk carried a kitchen sink into Twitter HQ this week, tweeting, "Let that sink in."
Twitter and renaming it X, he used his own account to elevate the narrative.
Calling it X.
Of conservative reactionaries who were delighted to have the richest man in the world not only buying but spreading the same bullshit they've been pushing for 4 years.
Complete.
Still, for all of 2023 and most of 2024, Elon was red-pilled, but not fully.
Where do you need me?
He actually backed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Military structure
Elon Musk
complete.
tipping his hat towards
Civilian
Florida
structure
Governor
complete.
Ron DeSantis to be the next president of the United States.
I remember those.
But when it turned out that DeSantis wouldn't really be the right guy, it was all Trump. Kind of. It wasn't until the Butler, Pennsylvania incident when someone tried to kill Donald Trump that Elon said, "I want to fight beside him too." And he kicked off his endorsement with $120 million.
Our shields are down, Commander.
100. I think that's a really good thing that one person with a lot of money can buy an election.
Need something destroyed?
I feel like
We'll destroy every
there's no
last
way
one of
something
them.
bad
The item is ready.
I feel like that's good, isn't it? That's good.
Military structure complete. Our shields
It's good
are
when people that I
compromised.
agree with do.
We're falling
It's
apart
bad
here.
when people that I
Need
don't agree
immediate
with do.
assistance. Planet item complete.
Elon Musk is now Trump's second biggest financial backer.
To be fair, the investment was two-sided. After Election Day, Tesla's stock shot up over 80%, though after missing European sales targets and the growth of nationwide boycotts in the U.S., it started to crash back down to earth. Which brings us to the boycott being covered today in this video. Apparently, Elon haters in Palo Alto and also in Glendale believe they can reverse Tesla's stock growth by staging physical boycotts of IRL Tesla showrooms, which they hope will create enough of a media spectacle to at least cause potential buyers to think twice before getting a Tesla.
We're just, making this point in front of a Tesla dealership and calling on the American people to stop buying Teslas, boycott Tesla until we fix this problem.
I'm only focusing on Tesla.
Military
Musk
structure
because
complete.
I feel like
Civilian
marching outside
structure
the White House or
complete.
Trump is not. He's Teflon Dom. So we're going after.
Take much more. Modular links compromised. We're breaking apart.
The strength of the coalition.
What an unintentional glaze.
We can't take much more.
We can't do anything to Trump. He's unstoppable, so we have to maybe we can attack Elon and it'll be okay. Jesus, man.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Because he's sensitive and susceptible, and he lashes out. And if we can decline his stock price, he has no wealth, and then he loses his power.
Anybody who has a Tesla,
we're going down.
Sell it immediately. Sell it for the lowest dollar that you can. And if it's a relatively new car, that'll prevent another one from being made.
Don't buy Tesla.
Armor down! We're in serious trouble!
I'm sure that's very easy for some fat American woman to say that has nowhere better to be in the middle of the day to some person that bought a car. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is who you should take financial advice from. Yeah, no, it's totally okay. No, lose money on your car sale. Cars are one of the top 3 biggest purchases people ever make. You've got houses, cars, and I think there's one other thing. I can't think
structure
of it.
complete.
Armor breach. But yeah, just lose money on it.
Let's make some
And if you have a
martyrs.
Tesla,
Where
sell
is
your Tesla.
Johnny dead?
And if
Eradicate those filthy rats.
Because
So
Tesla's the
be it.
public face
Shields
of
down.
Elon
We
Musk,
should take
who
evasive
is the
action.
public face of fascism.
If I had one, I'd sell
We'll
it. I wouldn't be
destroy
too
every
embarrassed to drive
last
it.
one of them.
Elon didn't own
Armor
Tesla.
down. We're in serious
Would you like the
trouble.
cars itself?
All packed up
Are you
and ready to
kidding?
go.
That, whatever it is?
Yeah.
It's
Carrier
bizarre.
at the
I don't
ready.
think they're the best EVs on the
Commerce
market. I
upgrade
don't think anyone
complete.
thinks that. Whether or not it's
Time
driver
is
error, they're
short.
the most dangerous cars on the road.
Times
So
of
take
war
what you
are
will from
upon
that.
us.
New video of a dramatic.
Jesus. Come on, guys.
I
You gotta
put
get
the
off your
laughter
phone
in
while you're
slaughter.
driving. People gotta stop driving with their phone on, man. Like, because y'all ever have this happen? Like, I'm in Austin. Everybody's driving with one hand on their phone. Fucking I see it all the time. The light will turn green.
We're in serious trouble.
No one will move.
Military structure complete.
For like 2 seconds.
Systems calibrated.
And
the item is ready.
It's a big problem.
Crash on the Bay
Is
Bridge.
that illegal? Yes, it's illegal. Of course.
Safety
Military
concerns aside,
structure complete.
protesters believe the boycott will be successful
Hostile
so long as
forces
they can
have
create
arrived.
a direct correlation between owning and driving a Tesla and supporting the new
Commerce
Trump regime.
upgrade
The fact
complete.
is that none of the
One of
Tesla
our enemies has
dealerships are
finished a
locally
Titan.
owned. All of
Nobody wants
Times
to. So,
of
like,
war
having
are
a
upon
bullying
us.
campaign where you
Military
randomly
structure
attack people for
complete.
what kind of car they own isn't really a good option, because a lot of times people own cars because they're not able to afford another
Time
type
to
of car.
bid. Place them
And
high.
so if you're
Heavy
attacking
battle cruiser
people on
online.
something that can be
Weapon modules
perceived
awaiting
as
selection. The item is
like a
complete.
class difference, you're going to look like you're the
Shields
you're the
down.
aggressor and you're the
One
bad
of our
guy.
enemies has finished
And
a Titan.
fundamentally, like, if you're calling people that are driving
My
a car
staff is
around
ready for
Nazis
war,
because of the kind of
Commander.
car that they're driving, this is
Calculations
just
complete.
too big of a step
Commencing jump.
for reasonable average people to take
Times
to
of war are upon
have it
us.
resonate with them in any sort of a meaningful way.
How? They're through our
Like,
armor.
it's too disconnected. It's retard behavior. Yeah, it's just doesn't work.
Commerce upgrade
Well,
complete.
no, and I'm sure it will
Need
change
something
some people's
destroyed?
opinions, right? But I'm
Military
talking about
structure
it in a general
complete.
sense. And I think
An
that,
Allied
you know,
capital
if you look
ship
at
has
this in
been
a general
destroyed.
sense,
Where do you
these
need
people,
me?
especially
A sound
when
plan.
these people are targeting
item
individuals who
is
own
ready.
Teslas,
How can I
they
be of
become
service?
the aggressor
Time
and
is
they
short.
become the bad guy.
You've made a wise acquisition.
We've
That's
been
really what
crippled.
the difference is.
Let this be a
them are
lesson.
corporate
Next
owned.
time,
So
pay
the
up.
money that you spend at this dealership in
Can I do
Palo Alto
out?
goes to Musk.
We're
Quit
way over.
funding
Armor's been
Republican
breached.
corporations.
Need something
It's really
destroyed?
easy. Quit buying Wisconsin cheese. Quit shopping at Target. Those are all things we can do. Quit doing
Target?
Amazon. You know,
The
if we
item
don't
is
give
ready
them
and
the
so
money,
What the
Wait.
hell's wrong with Target?
Our shields are compromised.
then they can't do their horror to us. You know, and there's an Indian philosophy. Everybody has two wolves inside of them. Yeah. And
Mining upgrade complete.
No. He really gonna do
Initiating
it?
emergency protocols. We're crippled. Planet item
the
complete.
child asks which
The
one
item
wins.
is ready.
The one you
Make it
feed
fast.
is the grandfather's
We'll
wisdom.
see it
So
done.
don't feed the
We're
ugly
going
corporations and the haters.
People matter.
Everyone is human, everyone is legal, no one is a parasite.
Yo, what's happening, people? That Tesla boycott looked crazy. But you know what's also crazy? The fact that most of us are stuck inside algorithmic echo
Scouts have
chambers
found a
being
colonizable
manipulated by
planet.
both sides of the evil mainstream media. But there's a
This
dope
is why you can watch me and you don't have any of those problems.
ass news aggregate
Yeah.
that makes it all make sense. And that service is called Ground News. Every
Shields
single day,
down.
Ground News
Get the
compiles thousands
passengers
of
to the
articles from
escape
across the
pods.
political spectrum and ranks them in terms of left to right and center, so you can consume as many angles as possible and make an informed decision about how you feel about what the heck's going on.
Ground News shows us that the Tesla
Mining
boycotts
upgrade
are
complete.
predominantly being covered by the left. You can see here that only 15% of the coverage
Heavy
on this
battle
topic
cruiser
is from
online.
right-wing
Weapon
publications,
modules
which leads
awaiting
us to another
selection.
reason Ground News is key.
This is a really good ad for him using it in reference to the topic of the video. This is smart.
They also have a dope-ass tool called Blind Spot that allows you to see stories not being covered by the left or the right. But my absolute favorite Ground News feature is called the Ownership feature, which allows you to track the ownership
item is
associated with different
ready.
publications.
Uh-oh.
So you can figure out who's pulling the strings behind the scenes to push an agenda and make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Because trying to understand a world full of unverified
Your arguments are
information and
compelling.
dueling narratives
I
can
shall
become
stand
very
with you.
confusing.
You're
That's
right.
why here at Channel
Shields
5 we
down.
use Ground News almost
Can
every
I do
single day
out?
before we go into the field to figure figure out how things are unfolding. Now, I gotta tell you guys, ground news does cost money. As it should. It's the best in the business. But what if I told you that right now, with my link or this QR code, you can get a whopping 40% off their annual Vantage subscription, bringing the cost down to below $5 per month. So if you want to check it out, go to www.ground.news/channel5. I believe in what they're doing.
Isn't it crazy how like there's an economy that's built around just doing ads for having a service that doesn't feed you bullshit? That's how bad the media is that you need an app to like remove the bullshit. That's nuts.
And you should too.
Can I do out?
Back to the streets of Palo Alto.
I noticed from the California interview footage that the topic of illegal immigration and mass deportation is much more of a talking point than it was in New York. After all, 1 in 10 workers in California
An
are
Allied
currently
capital ship
undocumented.
has been destroyed.
Really? So what does that say about 1 in 10 businesses in California?
Mining upgrade complete.
It sounds like maybe somebody you need to tax a little bit more, maybe a little bit of a fine for that.
Hostile forces have arrived.
Is it deport them all? Am I crazy for saying that, like, I don't really blame the migrants. I don't blame the
Allied
illegal
capital
aliens.
ship has been destroyed.
They are just simply following an incentive.
Modular components
I blame the companies that are hiring them. Because they're the ones that create the carrot. If the companies weren't hiring them, these people wouldn't be coming over here. At least not at the same ratio. I can never fault some person that lives in a shitty country in South America, maybe, or a shitty place in Mexico, that wants to make their life better and come over to America. We would all understand that. And if I lived in one of those countries, you bet your fucking ass I'd be trying to come over to America. Absolutely. I'd be doing the same thing.
Allied capital ship
so
has
it's
been
the
destroyed.
companies are the ones that you need to put and hold accountable. That's my opinion.
And in the manufacturing and agricultural sector, that number is probably much higher.
I'm just worried about the future, you know. I have friends who work in various businesses, are really good people who might not have a legal status in this country, and it just, you know, what's going to happen to them?
I have friends who are undocumented. You know, I used to own a construction company.
Capital ship has been destroyed.
You know, half of the construction workers in this area.
Civilian structure complete.
A woman who's made
Our
so
shields
much
are
money
down,
that
Commander.
she's able to take
All
the day
packed up
off
and ready to go.
to come out
Our
and
shields are
complain
down,
about
Commander.
another company.
Shields
and
down.
the money
We should
that
take
she's
evasive
made
action.
has been at the
We've been
expense
crippled.
of workers
Armor
who are
down.
not given the
We're
same
serious
privileges, compensation,
Let's
and
make
rights
some
as
mortars.
American workers, but she's the one who's on the right side of history.
Systems failing. We're crippled. Shields down. We should take evasive action. No armor. Mining upgrade complete. Shields down. We should take evasive action.
Isn't that convenient?
Modular components reconfigured.
That's incredible.
I put the laughter in slaughter.
The item is ready.
We're falling apart here.
Are
Need
immigrants,
immediate assistance.
and about half of them are
Eradicate those
undocumented.
filthy rats.
We could not have built the
Military
buildings
structure
we built,
complete.
like the Monterey Bay
Armor down.
Aquarium,
We're in serious
Facebook.
trouble.
Could not have happened
Shields down. We should take
if we
evasive
didn't
action.
have the.
We're falling apart here.
Then
Need
how are there
immediate
buildings
assistance.
in other countries that
I
don't
put
have
the
massive
laughter in
immigration
slaughter. How in the... They crippled us.
How do they have
filthy
buildings?
rats. Military structure complete. Armor down.
It's
We're in
magic.
serious trouble. I put the
I guess so.
laughter
Yeah,
in
it's just
slaughter.
it's such a
We're as
ridiculous
good as
premise.
dead.
It's not even
Eradicate
worth
those
entertaining.
filthy
And
rats.
what I find to be
every
funny
last
about
one
this
of
is
them.
that
Military
these are the
structure
people who
complete.
think that they're on the
Shields
moral,
down.
they're
We
the
should take
moral
evasive
authority.
action.
These
How
are
in the
people who have become
crippled
probably
us. We're
multimillionaires
falling apart here.
off the backs
Need immediate
of
assistance.
second and third
Armor
world
down. We're in serious trouble. How in the
indentured
They
servitude,
crippled us.
effectively, right? Because here's another
Shields
component
down.
to this. Is that if you're an
Shields
undocumented
down.
worker,
We
as
should
she
take
says,
evasive
and
action.
you're working for one of these companies,
We're as good
and
as
you
dead.
have a problem with the way that things are being run, you
How
can't
in the
really go
They
and
crippled
resolve
us.
that in a legal way.
Armor down.
If you get
We're
hurt
in
on the
serious
job,
trouble.
the amount of privileges
How in
and
the They
things that
crippled
you
us.
should have as a
How?
worker are not
They're
available
through
to
our
you
armor.
And
Military
also, your
structure
negotiating
complete.
power as a worker is diminished because your employer can always hold it over you.
Shields
Okay,
down.
well,
We should
if
take
you
a
have
base of
this big
action.
of a problem, and you're not
Military
going to do
structure
this,
complete.
there's always
Mining
the implicit
upgrade
worry in the
complete.
back of their mind. I'm
Our
sure
shields are
that
compromised.
if I don't
We've
do
been
what
crippled.
they want, they might call
Shields
ISOM.
down.
No health,
We're
no
wide
health care,
open.
no
Armor's
retirement,
been breached.
no 401k.
Military structure complete.
It's
Shields down.
this is ridiculous.
Hostile forces have arrived.
These people are self-reporting.
Military structure complete.
They said, "Oh, well, we abused these people for
We're going
years,
down.
and now
Times
we
of
want to make
war
sure
are
that this
upon
keeps."
us.
I find this is so. There's nothing that I hate more than
our planet is under
greed
siege.
masquerading as virtue.
The item is ready.
And I think that's exactly what this is. I hate it. I really do. It's so
An
obnoxious.
Allied capital ship has been destroyed.
It's a mask-off moment for sure. It really is. I hate it. It's not slavery.
Repairs needed.
It's
We're
not. I
crippled.
wouldn't delegitimize the slavery that we had in America. Slavery that we had in America is an unspeakable evil.
Military structure
This
complete.
is not even remotely close to that.
Hey, no bid, no deal.
But it's manipulative, it's exploitative, and it's bad. This is kind of like how
Need
people like
something
we don't need to call
destroyed?
them slaves in the same way that people don't need to call far-right people Nazis. We don't need to invoke these emotional appeals. Let's just be
An
honest,
Allied
direct,
capital
and
ship
fair,
has been destroyed.
and say that this is worker exploitation,
Modular components
flat out,
reconfigured.
and these people are advocating for
Research rate
cheap
upgrade
labor.
complete.
Cheap labor with less accountability.
Those immigrant workers.
I have family members who are from Mexico who have been affected by the immigration policies.
Some of my coworkers are undocumented. My son is
Where do you work?
to be attending college next
One
year,
of our
and
enemies
he
has
has a
finished the
disability, so
Titan.
we're applying for financial
lost
aid right now that
contact
I
with
feel
one of
like
our
might not be there
planets.
when the time comes.
At stake are resources and support for more than 7 million students with disabilities who depend on the agency to ensure access to a free public education.
I also have a son who has autism, and I think that a reworking of everything to stop on federal funding is just crazy. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's hurting the country.
The strength of a country is shown by how much they protect the rights and the freedoms and the needs of the most vulnerable. And Musk and Trump are dismantling all of that. We are also a queer family, and I worry about my children's safety and future and rights. That their rights will slowly but surely be stripped away. I think they will not stop with the immigrants. They will keep going towards the most vulnerable who don't fit the mold.
destroyed?
Wake up! It's
You
happening
don't
way
have to
too
tell us
fast.
twice.
And if you don't
So be it.
stand up and
Oh man.
You don't have to tell us twice.
How about that? Man.
Heavy battle cruiser online. Weapon
Man, how
modules
about
awaiting
that?
selection.
Retire boomers. Yep.
and protect the other groups, you're going to be next. It took Hitler a year from January of 33 till May of 33 to come after the gypsies, which are brown people and migrated and did labor work. 33, 34,
Another
35,
structure is in the way.
36, unionists, socialists, trans, and
Done
gays.
and dusted.
And then in 37 they came after
Can I
the
do
Jews,
out?
Night of the Broken Glass.
Shields
so that's
down.
the
We've lost
progression that
contact
we're
with
going
one
through
of our
right now.
planets.
And, you know, the Jews didn't stand up for people at the beginning. They were making money. You know,
The
they
item
were
is
industrial.
ready.
Research rate upgrade complete. Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
How? They're through our armor. Aye.
But they turned on the Jews.
Make
finally.
it fast.
So if you think you're immune and you can just sit it out, you're going to get caught sooner or later.
This is about standing up for our
You
rights.
won us over with your
And even
fancy
though Trump
words.
probably
And your coin.
thinks what he's doing is saving
You won us
democracy, is
over with your
destroying it.
fancy
Many
words.
of the protesters also
And
believe
your
that the
coin.
mainstream conservative
Destroying democracy
We've
is
been
winning a vote.
crippled.
Yes.
media machine is complicit in this coup as well, in the way that it's hypnotized the masses away from progressive politics, gradually grooming them into worshiping billionaires and falling for overblown culture war distractions.
What do you make on the attack on DEI?
Enemy colony.
I mean, I think it's a really easy way for basically a larger ownership, class
Military
to say, hey, don't pay attention to the fact that your groceries are doubling in price every year. Don't pay attention to the fact that nobody can buy a house. Just pay attention to the fact that trans people are scary to you. And DEI is a fun buzzword. The Republican and right-wing propaganda machine is incredibly strong, and people who...
The thing is that, and the most important part about this is that he's right.
You've made a wise acquisition.
Now, it doesn't mean that DEI is good.
Let's show them what we're
I don't think that it's a mystery why, after Occupy Wall Street, one of the most effective to this date, class warfare, like events, cultural events happen. Less than, 2 years after that, you had all of this identity politics coming.
Can I do
And it's also like, I mean, it's not like DEI isn't bad, right? It's obviously bad, but like he's right to say that the real people that are winning here, the people that are really like causing you problems and causing you issues are not trans people. They're the people that are running the government and the people that are paying the people to run the government.
Eradicate those filthy rats.
It's to distract from real issues. Yeah, and it's not that it isn't a real issue. It is a real issue, and it is a problem. It is discrimination, but it's not the main thing, right? It's like a symptom. You're wrong on that point? Okay, that's fine, but that doesn't... If you want to say that I'm wrong, that's nice, but you have to have a reason for it, don't you?
We're underway. No armor.
DEI at its core isn't bad.
Our fleet is under
Of course
attack.
it is.
Systems failing.
If you're
We're
giving somebody
crippled.
an advantage because
Shields
of an
are
immutable
down.
characteristic,
We're done
then it's
for.
bad.
We're not gonna make it. Make it fast.
Yeah, discrimination
Our
is
shields
bad.
are down, Commander.
It's pretty simple.
No armor. We're falling apart here. Need immediate assistance.
Otherwise, they're just
We'll
not engaged,
destroy
and
every last
people,
one of them.
they've got multiple jobs.
Yeah,
They're just
we're
too bogged
going
down to pay
down.
attention to things, to learn about things,
Our shields
and
are
systems
down,
keep
Commander.
them,
We have wiped out an
uneducated,
enemy
and just
colony.
oppressed in various ways. That when you come home from like a triple shift, what are you gonna do? Like go online and read about stuff?
put the
You've got
ladder
so
in
much more stuff to
slaughter.
take care of. So
No
I don't blame anybody for
Let's
getting
make some
into like the
martyrs.
right-wing hole, but it's like
Eradicate those
we'll see
filthy
how good
rats.
the propaganda machine
Another
is for the next
faction
few
has claimed
years.
the metal
So you
market.
support Elon Musk?
Hey, no bit, no
What-
deal.
what do you-
We're
what do you
falling
like about
apart
Elon Musk?
here. Need immediate
Everything
assistance.
is a smart guy. He's
Shields down.
helping
Our
us
shields are
to
compromised.
figure out what's going on in the
We're
You
government.
believe
going
he's
down.
making the government more efficient?
Armor stripped. This is
I
gonna
hope
hurt.
he does. I mean, we'll
Our
find.
shields are down, Commander.
It's a great
The
answer.
item is ready.
Systems
I hope
calibrated.
Yeah, I hope so.
Find out sooner or later.
They probably genuinely are finding some inefficiencies and some
No
corruptions that
armor!
everybody could
Yeah.
agree on. And I think they're also saying
We're
things are
falling
fraud that
apart
are just
here.
valuable
Need
services
immediate
being rebranded
assistance.
as waste.
I understand all that stuff, but
We're
the
going
truth
down.
takes time for it to
Times
come
of
out.
war are
We
upon
hear
us.
all these negative,
We'll destroy every last one of them.
like
I
stories.
put the
Oh, they're
laughter
covering
in
this,
slaughter.
laying off people.
Trying to fuck with each other. He's the guy? Yeah, this is the guy,
Let's
man.
make some martyrs.
This is the guy.
No armor.
Only logical person? Yeah.
Eradicate those filthy rats.
This,
Scouts
that,
have
but
found a colonizable planet.
eventually,
We're falling
the
apart
truth
here.
will come out.
Need
Do you
immediate
think Donald Trump
assistance.
has our best interest in mind?
I hope so. I hope
Shields
so.
Me too.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's been in the office for 1 month.
We're
and
going down.
he's being bombarded with all this negative media. People have to give him some time.
Times
chance.
of war
This
are
is,
upon us.
I think that this guy is like what I always
They're
use as
through
an
our
example
armor.
of like a Walmart American. And I don't mean
Free
this in like a derogatory
creation.
term, but this
Time
is
to
just like your
bring the
average guy.
thunder.
And I think that watching the media and looking at the way that the
We've been
media paints a
crippled.
picture about Donald Trump or Elon Musk, it does kind of radicalize people and make people distrustful of the media because of how blatantly obvious it is that it's biased. And I think that's what I think this guy's a great
Times
example of that.
war are upon us.
You got the
We're
critical
going
thinking. Yeah,
down.
people see that. They're like, this is odd. You're on this, but wrong on DEI. I mean, if I'm wrong, then say why, right? A lot of people
An
like
ally
to
has
say
lost
I'm
a
wrong. They don't like
starbase.
to say why.
Modular components reconfigured.
America
The
spoke,
item
right?
is ready.
He won all the swing states.
Good day,
He won the
Commander.
popular vote. I mean, I have to give him a benefit of the doubt. And only time will tell.
We have wiped out an enemy colony.
Is good for this
Time
country
is
or
short.
is bad for this
An
country?
allied colony has been
President
lost.
Trump says some
A
of the
new
money
colony
apparently
has been
saved by the
founded.
Department of Government
Times
Efficiency's
of war
cost-cutting
are upon
efforts
us.
could be given back to Americans as stimulus checks. Last week,
I don't think that they should do this, by the way. I think that they should reallocate this money into an entitlement program and make sure that people that need the money the most get it, rather than just distribute it back to everybody indiscriminately. Like, if you're making over 200K a year, you don't need this.
Maximum military orbit
Pay the
slots
debt.
reached. Need
I
something destroyed?
I think that right now it would
Defense
be really
upgrade
important for people,
complete.
especially with like prices
You've
getting
made a
higher with
wise
tariffs. I think that
acquisition.
now would be the perfect
My
time
staff
to
is
give
ready
people a
for
little
war,
bit of an
Commander.
injection.
Need
If you're
something
going to do it, this
destroyed?
would be the best time to
An
do it.
allied capital ship has been destroyed.
said the administration is considering giving 20% of Doge
An
savings
allied
to
capital
citizens.
ship has been destroyed.
He were to give each member of the American public
Planet item
$5,000, would you
complete.
take that?
Of course.
Yeah.
We're giving Ukraine 200
Time
billion.
is short.
Why
So
not?
be
Average
it.
people. Again, this is what I said.
Hostile forces have arrived.
This is average
Item
people.
complete, Commander.
Average, everyday people think this. Yep. It's disappointing that there isn't more messaging from mainstream
Civilian
media about
structure
the same
complete.
thing happening with Israel. I think Israel is much better
Good
at
day,
advocating for itself
Commander.
than Ukraine is.
Your orders.
But, you know.
We'll see it done. They're cruising
You
for a
wouldn't take it?
bruising.
If they send it to me, I have no choice but to take it, but it's going to dramatically increase inflation.
The
and all they
item
talk about
is
is
ready.
saving money. Why wouldn't they use that money to go pay off the debt they seem to care so much about? It's graft.
Defense
it's trying to bribe
upgrade
people
complete.
with money while they
You don't have
pick
to
your
tell us
pocket in
twice.
front and they take all your money.
All right, guys.
Let the
so now
bidding
we
commence.
just finished checking out the Elon Musk
Need
protest.
something destroyed?
Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Channel 5 News, we out,
Make
baby.
it fast.
I really think that Andrew's doing a great job with these videos. I think that, like, really the shift was, like, in
Shields
my opinion,
down.
I think it was the Ukraine video that he
Item
did when he
complete,
went to
Commander.
Kiev. I think that
Our
these have been
cannon is
really,
itching
really
for a
high
target.
quality, great videos.
So be it.
Andrew's been killing
Like
it.
bringing
I
a
think he really
gun
has
to a
been.
knife fight.
And like
Hostile
he's been,
forces have
and I think
arrived.
that one of the
I don't
best
like our
things is
odds,
that he approaches a
but we
lot of these
gotta
like really
try.
controversial
The
topics.
strength of the
and
coalition.
one thing you might
Planet
notice is
item
that
complete.
obviously he chooses
You got
which
the
people he's
full
going
weight
to
of
have
a star base
in
at
the
your
final video
disposal.
cut. Right?
One of our
Clearly,
enemies
that's
has
the
finished
case.
a Titan.
But at the same
Let's
time,
make some
he lets the
martyrs.
people tell the story themselves.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5
He's what a
News.
real journalist should be.
We don't
Yeah,
fuck
I
with
think so
customers.
too.
Can I do out? Opening fire. Steady on.
Yeah.
Weapons
I mean,
at
there,
the
what's his
ready.
channel name? His channel name is Channel 5. I've been watching
Let's
this guy
show
for
'em
like,
what we're
what is
made
it
of.
now, guys? Like 4 or 5
How?
years?
They're through our armor. Opening fire.
Yeah,
Steady on.
it's been a long time.
No
And so,
bid.
yeah, make sure to give him a
You
sub and
missed
give him a
out.
like. I think he
Weapons
makes
at the
great
ready.
content, and
Make it
it's
fast.
one of my favorite YouTube
Your
channels.
orders. We'll destroy every
And
last
I enjoy
one
him,
of
but
them.
he seems very against the right. I mean, as somebody who is pro
You've got the
Elon
full
Musk
weight of a
and
star
relatively
base at
pro
your
Donald
disposal.
Trump, I think that this video was a very fair accounting
My
of
staff is ready
what
for
happened,
war, Commander.
what the
The
situation
item is ready.
and
Ready
it
to
is an
pack a
authentic
punch.
representation of the topic.
Commerce upgrade complete.
Like I think so, right?
We've
He's in
been
the middle. That's good
crippled.
enough. Yeah, and it's not about which side he's on, right?
Aye.
Like I think that's what really matters. And
Time
also
is
like
short.
sometimes
Proceeding with extreme caution. On
sometimes
it,
right-wing
but I don't
people or
like our
left-wing people
odds.
are more right about
Make
something
it
than the other,
fast.
right? I mean, it's not like not every
Your
issue has two
orders.
sides to it that are equal. Like there's some people that are just on the wrong side of certain issues because they're fucking stupid and there's no evidence to support their perspective. So that's what I would say. Make a great time capsule for the future to understand. Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely.
Can I do out?
And it's pointless. They're going to disagree with you unless you have their view.
Weapons
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
ready.
no doubt. But and I think that's why I say no to echo chambers, left or right. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why it's important to interview different
Shields
people
down.
and get their
Weapons at the
viewpoints from it,
ready.
right?
Make it fast.
So yeah, I thought this was a great video. And again, as somebody who's been like very positive about this, I would say yes, absolutely, this is something that I would support, right? I mean, like, I think this video is very fair, and I think it's a, like,
you ready to deal some damage?
I think the appreciation for news should not necessarily just be about how many people can you find that can tell you that you're right.
The item
I don't
is
really
ready.
think that's a very good way of going about it. I think that's a very bad way, in fact.
For a target, like bringing a gun to a knife fight.
So, PoE, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We had some real clown shit going on in this game. Oh my god. I cannot believe how ridiculous this situation has been. I cannot believe it.
Oh boy, all right, so Path of Exile 2, the reviews are in. Good news is they're looking quite positive. Early impressions confirming our suspicion that this could be the best ARPG of all time. Bad news is that not everyone's happy review codes even exist, let alone that there are people out there already playing.
Commerce upgrade complete.
Who the fuck gets mad about review codes?
Our cannon
I
is
know what it is. They probably think that they can that they're playing the game early on the same server, so they're going to have like an economic advantage. No, they're completely separate servers.
Talk about it. Earlier today, the first Path of Exile 2 review was released.
People might not know that.
From YouTuber Fextra Life. In the 15-minute video, he said quite a few interesting things about the game. Here are some of the highlights. He refers to PoE 2 as the, quote, Dark Souls of ARPG.
Time to clear the sector? Looks like free target practice.
He's right. It's a meme, but he is in fact right.
You've made a wise acquisition.
We're never escaping this, right?
Yes.
Dark Souls will be with us forever. Now,
That's
mainly
right.
Here, he was referring to the fact
An
that the
ally
game
has
is
lost a
quite
starbase.
No, you can. The reason why it's like Dark Souls is because you can roll in the game. If a game has rolling, it's a Souls-like.
No difficulty option
Shields are down.
From, and even playing through the campaign.
Good
as
day,
it was,
Yeah, we thought
Commander.
Diablo was a Diablo-like. It's actually a Souls-like.
Mining upgrade complete.
The item is ready.
Feeling in terms of its difficulty
Looks
to
like
the likes
free
of
target
Dark Souls or
practice.
Elden
Our
Ring. He said
shields
that
are
the
down,
I do
Commander.
really, like,
Our
I
cannon
actually,
is
I
itching
decided
for a
that
target.
I am not going to pick
We'll
my class.
see it done.
On the release of PoE 2, I am going to allow chat to decide whether I start with the Witch or
I've got
the
your
Wall.
back.
I'm going to let you guys decide. Because I can't trust myself to make the decision. Minion Cuck? Well, no, you guys can decide. You know?
Shields
Are you
down.
sure? I am, because I'm going to play
An
both
ally
of them.
has
And also,
lost
I want
the
to say that
starbase.
I'm going to fill out the paperwork for getting partnered tonight. So I can hopefully get the two
Time
pet
to
thing
clear
for,
the sector?
like in the
We'll
Twitch
be
drops and
there
everything
in no time.
for
You
the
ready
release
to
of
deal
PoE 2.
some damage? Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
You said
I've
that last
got your
night. Yeah, I
back.
said I'd do it either tonight or tomorrow, but I'm going to do it tonight. Last
Make
night
it
I had like
fast.
a meeting with my moderators.
Entering
This is actually,
space.
I'll talk about that later. Anyway, yes.
Mining
Okay,
upgrade complete.
Are large, estimating it takes a full hour to go from side to side. That sounds crazy, but we'll see. He also mentions that there was just a great sense of
The
discovery
item
while
is
playing,
ready.
be it discovering new lore, unlocking new
One of our
mechanics,
enemies
finding
has finished a
enemies,
Titan.
areas, etc. Now, one quote that I absolutely love
This is
was,
one thing that I really hope that they have in the campaign.
A minor faction has
One
been
thing I
convinced
really
to
love about
disrupt our
games
plans.
is when they have a
This
really hard
enemy will
boss that you're
pay.
supposed to go back to
Need
and fight.
something
But if you're a
destroyed?
very skilled player, you can beat them early. Genichiro, even though it's like not really like that in Sekiro. Then you also have things like I think the best
Time
example
to
is True
clear the
Second
sector.
in Elden
Full
Ring.
speed. Our planet is under
with the amount
siege.
and variety of
The action
content, but
starts
it feels
now.
like 3
Don't be
games
foul.
rolled into one. Love to see
Can
it.
I
The
do
campaign,
out?
he estimates, was about 35 to 40 hours.
Time
As
is
we rolled
short.
There's, of course, loads of endgame. And he mentioned feeling like he just scratched the tiniest surface of what's on offer after spending 40
This is
hours
just
with
so
it,
fucking
potentially
amazing.
saying that this could be the all-time king of the genre. He also mentioned
Planet
that it
item
feels like there are
complete.
limitless combinations of builds, that respecking is much easier than it has been in the past. He thought the dark theme and overall art direction was outstanding and clearly inspired by Diablo 2. He felt it was the most dynamic.
I'm actually
Need something
curious, like, and this is
destroyed?
kind of an open question, and I was looking at that
Affirmative.
path of, like, the build path. Do you guys think that you should be able to import like a code
One of
that
our
should allow
enemies
you
has
to
finished
like
a
copy
Titan.
somebody's build if the person provides it? Because I feel like maybe that'd be good to get more casual players into the game.
The item is ready.
You can't do
It's
that.
about time.
Yeah,
Hey,
that'd be
no
neat.
bid, no deal.
Yeah, maybe I should maybe send that to them.
An
Yeah,
allied
because like I
capital
think
ship
that
has been
could be one of
destroyed.
the things that can bridge the gap between like hardcore players and casual players. Because like the biggest challenge that I think PoE2 has is how to keep Elon Musk playing the game when he's really busy.
Watch this.
Or how to keep, you know, anybody who has like a bunch
Make
of
it
kids
fast.
and a wife and a
Mining
family,
upgrade
right?
complete.
How can I keep them engaged?
Our fleet is under attack.
That's the real
An
challenge.
allied capital ship has been destroyed.
Like obviously, like for us, like elite gamer wizards, that were, you know, unemployed or maybe playing video games at work all
An
day.
allied colony
it's not
has
gonna be a
been
big deal,
lost.
right? We're gonna love this game. But like getting that casual audience, man. And like you're seeing, like for example,
Time
like
is
Monster Hunter
short.
and Elden Ring did the same thing. Like Wilds is doing the same thing, and Elden Ring did the same thing to like grow
An
the
allied
audience of
capital
the
ship
game
has been
by like a
destroyed.
3x. And I think PoE2 should do that. People just copy
We'll
a guide, but I
see
think just
it
play like a
done.
template build to really help casuals. Yeah, I actually might send that to GGG.
Free
Combat
cremation.
to any ARPG
Can I do
he's ever
out?
played, and Fextralight had played quite a few. He also talked about things like the details on the skill effects.
You know what's
and
actually
boss
crazy is that I probably won't even have to tell them, because I've had people from GGG
Need
message me
something
because they
destroyed?
watch my videos talking about the game. They probably might have already seen it. By the time I
Mining
message
upgrade
them. Yeah.
complete.
Like they
An
pay a lot
allied
of close
capital
attention
ship
to
has
that.
been destroyed.
Genuine
You've
real
made a
feedback.
wise acquisition.
designs being some of the best he's seen in the industry. He was blown away by the amount of detail. He did play on controller for a bit and said that it feels like the game was designed for controller.
The item is
Interesting,
ready.
saying that it plays
An
even better
allied
than
capital
Diablo
ship
4
has
did
been
on a controller.
destroyed.
Now there were some negatives mentioned,
An
including the
allied
fact that he
capital
saw
ship has
some
been
bugs and
destroyed.
crashes during the
Item
review
complete,
process,
Commander.
and also that maps felt a little empty in terms of the amount and frequency of events. Now that said, he wrapped it
Ready to
all up by
pack a
saying that he
punch.
strongly
Okay.
believes
So
PoE2
be it.
will cement the studio as one of the all-time greats among the likes of FromSoft or Larian. Now, I would
Wow.
argue that GGG is already